Hey, Curious Connerys. Dylan here. We just want to give you a heads up that the following program contains conversation relating to topics that may or may not include physical and sexual assault and self-harm and mistreatment of different cultures. We are in no way condoning these things. But given that Sean Connery has acted in films going back many years, they've tended to come up. To spin a phrase from Disney, many of these films include negative depictions and or mistreatment of people or cultures that were certainly wrong then and are definitely wrong now. But rather than not discuss this content, we'd like to acknowledge its harmful impact, learn from it, and create conversation for a richer future. Stay curious, folks. And now, on to our show.
Connery Curious! Saga! The Last Crusade! You Only Live Twice! And the Anderson Tapes! Murder on the Orient Express! You never know what the wheel's gonna spin next! Marty and a woman of straw! And a wounded man in Africa! We are curious of the filmography of Sir Sean Connery.
Recording now. Okay, recording for Finding Forrester.
Recording for Finding Forrester.
Dylan Titus.
Mario Lima.
I feel like this is a special occasion. You have your hair down today. I don't see your hair down very often.
Oh, I do
anymore.
have my hair down. And do I not often have it down when you're around?
I haven't seen it down in a long time. It's usually a ponytail.
Oh, well.
So it's like a special occasion.
Lazy Saturday, I feel.
I should have left my hair down today, but I didn't feel like it.
Yeah.
I do got to trim my mustache. I don't know if the viewers can see
It's
this.
6 feet long.
They can hear it. They can.
Oh, we're not recording
hear
video.
it.
Should we record video?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
I got recording on my end too, so.
I need permission.
Oh, you have permission. You have my
Permission to share the screen and to record.
You,
Recording in progress. All right, word.
you now have my permission to record. That was a Dark Knight and Sean Connery reference.
Oh, imagine Sean Connery as Bane.
I mean, basically was like when I first saw that movie, I was like, "Is Tom Hardy doing Connery as Bane?" Like I remember that first trailer. Yeah, the first trailer. He's on the plane and they take the sheet off his face, and he's like, I forgot what the line is, but it's like,
It would be very painful.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, and I'm like, is he doing
For
Connery? I was like, what's he doing, man? So maybe that's the
Imagine
closest we
those
ever
two
got.
acting together.
Oh man, yeah, Bane versus Connery. Holy shit, that'd be heavy. That'd be really heavy.
Now, Mario, why are we discussing Sean Connery?
Oh, because this is Connery Curious, the podcast where each week myself, Mario Lima, and Dylan Titus,
Who's not yourself?
who's not yourself.
No. Because you said myself, Mario Lima, and Dylan Titus, who's not myself. But I am Dylan Titus, so I'll say Dylan Titus, who is myself, and Mario Lima, who is not myself.
Who's not yourself. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Although some days I do wish I was Dylan Titus.
And some days I wish I was Mario Lima.
Oh, well, that's very sweet of you.
That shows that
But-
we're on the right track, I guess.
I think so. But anyways, yes, we each week, me and Dylan here, we like to cover a film from the giant filmography of the late great Sir Sean Connery, and this week we are covering 2000's Finding Forrester. Is this our first like after 90s Connery?
Yep.
There's only three movies.
Yes.
In the 2000s.
Looking at our list, we have 2000's Finding Forrester, 2003's The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, 2012's Sir Billy, and 2012's Ever to Excel, and also 2005's From Russia with Love video game, which we're currently covering.
Yes,
to a small degree.
Yeah, so we'll have more of those. Is the first part one up already?
Not currently, but I'm working on it.
Keep an eye if you guys haven't subscribed on YouTube. It's Connery Curious. Check it out. We have a couple of videos up out there, and soon we'll be having some From Rush with Love gameplay. We have one filmed so far. I'll be filming some more parts in the near future. We can't wait for you guys to see that stuff.
I can't wait to keep playing it. It's a fun game.
It's a great game. It's a great game. But yeah, today we're covering Finding Forrester. I guess we'll go through the usual wear and tear.
Directed by Gus Van Sant. Van Sant, who directed such films as Good Will Hunting and
that shows.
Milk
I think
and Yes. It has a very Good Will Hunting kind of feel.
Especially with an actor who shows up who I thought would be in this movie more, but is only there for 30 seconds.
Matt Damon.
Say it. Matt Damon
Surprise
shows up
Matt
at the
Damon.
end. Yeah, well, he's
Like a
he's high
Christopher
up in
Nolan
the
film.
credits. Yeah, he's high up in the credits, so I was like, oh, he's going to be in here a bit, I guess, but he just shows up as a lawyer at the end of the movie, and I'm like, oh, man. I mean, what was Matt Damon's first movie?
Let's find out.
What year was his first movie?
Let's find out here. So to be honest, hold on. Matt Damon's first movie was. I gotta scroll down through this for a while. Keep talking. Talk.
So, anyways, yeah. While we find out when Matt Damon first started acting, we'll go to our Rotten Tomatoes scores. Finding Forrester gets a tomato meter of 74%, while the audience gave it a 79%.
Mystic Pizza, 1988. Mystic Pizza.
Oh, Mystic Pizza.
And then The Good Mother, the same year as an extra. But his first role in Mystic Pizza is a steamer. So he's poop.
He's a steamer. What year is Mystic Pizza? It's at
88.
90? 88?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, so he's not like a huge actor at this point, I guess. That makes sense, I suppose. Have you ever been to Mystic Pizza? That's near us.
I have not.
Somewhat. I used to go to Mystic all the time for the aquarium, and like they have a nice the Mystic Village is right there, but Mystic Pizza is about a few minutes away from there, and I've always wanted to go. I feel like watching the movie and going to Mystic Pizza could be a fun little.
Wait, I'm sorry.
trip.
Where is it?
It's in Mystic, Connecticut. Mystic Pizza. It's a real place.
If
So it's
Sean
like,
Connery was in it, we could write it off.
Yeah, right. That's like there's not many areas around here. Well, I mean, there's a couple of New York places we could go. We could say Connery was there, which that's easy enough. But
It's like Michael Scott. It's like, every time I'm in New York, I visit my favorite pizza place. And he goes across the street to a Sbarro.
Yeah, that's like when I went to New Orleans for the first time, and New Orleans
to Popeyes.
That's what it was. Yeah, it was like we passed by a Popeyes, and like my now brother-in-law's like, "Hey, should we go to Popeyes?" I'm like, going to Popeyes in Louisiana is like the biggest slap in the face ever. I'm sure it's probably good in New Orleans.
It's probably the best.
Yeah, because I've heard that like Kentucky Fried Chicken in Kentucky is like off the charts. It's like phenomenal. So I'm sure maybe it is a good experience. I'm like, no, I want an authentic po' boy. I don't want a fast food po' boy, But any Hoosers. But yes, we are covering today Finding Forrester. Like I said, the tomato meter was 74%. Audience score is 79. Do you agree with that score, Dylan?
One more time with them?
74 for the tomato meter and 79 for the audience.
I disagree with those scores.
Higher or lower?
Higher for me. How about you?
I think higher. Yeah, I think this is really good. A very very inspiring movie. I think this is the first movie in a while we've covered that's been very inspiring. I'm inspired now. Just like in general, not to write, but just to do things in general. I'm like, I want to do stuff, and it's very, very touching, very cool. It's cool. It was somewhat of a different Connery that we usually get. Kind of like the. He's like the Qui-Gon Jinn of this movie. He's kind of like a
more of an Obi-Wan or a Yoda. But also, yes, this film has me inspired to write. Very much has me inspired to write and to create. Heck
yeah. So should we just get right into it?
All right, let's get into it. I'll do trailer voice.
Trailer voice.
Okay. Finding Forrester is the story of an overprotective clownfish named Marlin, who, along with a forgetful regal blue tang named Dory, searches for his missing son Lima.
What?
Along the way, Marlin learns to take risks and comes to terms with Nemo taking care of himself.
Dylan, I think you may have pulled the wrong Wikipedia page. Oh, we're gonna have to Photoshop that now. I need to Photoshop a finding Dory with
take
Sean...
the Connery face that's on the poster and put it on the body of a fish But it's one from like Shark Tale or something.
No, Connery's gonna be on Dory's body, and then Jamal is gonna be on Marlon's body. It's gonna be perfect.
Oh my god! Well, no, he would have to be on. Connery would have to be on Nemo's body.
Well, no, it's full. Oh, you're going by Finding Nemo, not Finding Dory.
Yeah, I was just reading Finding Nemo. I've never seen Finding Dory.
Finding Dory. Watch Finding Dory. I feel like Finding Dory is more Finding Forrester than Nemo is.
Okay,
because it's more her finding herself.
She's a reclusive writer.
Yeah. Yeah, she's at her window every day with her binoculars, watching other fish play basketball. That'd be brilliant if they did a Dory movie, but just made it exactly like Finding Forrester. It would work, honestly. It would really work. I'm pitching at the Pixar. Anyways.
Sorry, I just had a whole range of thoughts going through my brain. Want me to take you through them?
I suppose. How much time do we have?
It'll take 2 minutes.
Hit me with it.
So I was thinking about when I was a kid and Finding Nemo was in the theaters, and I was visiting my grandparents with my family, and my mother, brother, sister, and I and my aunt went to the local mall that had a cinema in it, and my mom and brother and sister went to see Finding Nemo, and I chose to go to the arcade with my aunt and get a Pokemon magazine. And I kind of, like, to this day, I kind of regret that, because I'm like, I should have gone and, spent some time with my family and enjoyed Finding Nemo on the big screen as a kid. And now today, my family is going to a rage room, and I'm not going to the rage room. And it was all just...
Oh, like one of those places you, break shit?
Yeah. It's just all this... It just connected to me. Anyway, I'm sorry. We always get a weirdly deep and personal. I wear my heart on my sleeve in this podcast. So...
Nothing wrong with that.
Just realizing my mortality. What? Anyway, so yeah, Finding Forrester. I'll do the trailer voice again now. Should I?
Yes.
Or have I ruined the flow?
Movie. Oh no, it's fine.
Okay.
if you read Finding Dory, I'm coming to your house and killing you.
I'll just get you too high to do anything.
Before you attack me, smoke this.
Oh no! You're just gonna. I'll just open the door and then big plume of smoke.
It's like the fear toxin, the scarecrow.
Exactly.
You're like the scarecrow. You're like the scarecrow of cannabis.
And like Batman on the other side of the cloud, I'm gone.
I'm gone. Bruce?
All right, Finding Forrester. A black teenager, Jamal Wallace, is invited to attend a prestigious private high school. By chance, Jamal befriends a reclusive writer, William Forrester, through whom he refines his talent for writing and comes to terms with his identity. Anna Paquin, F. Murray Abraham, Michael Pitt, Glenn Fitzgerald, April Grace, Charles Bernstein, Rob Brown, Sean Connery, and Busta Rhymes in Finding Forrester, coming this summer to a theater near you. I mean this December. Sorry, yes, this Christmas. Find your Forrester under the tree. You're the man now, dog.
I think that's my favorite quote ever.
I feel like it's cliche at this point. And I think there might be some better quotes in here.
I have heard a few people who will bring this movie up, and they'll always say, "You're the man now, dog." That seems to be the meme of this movie.
Well, yeah, have you seen the website? Hold on.
There's a web for the movie?
Yeah. Share screen. You're the man now, dog.com.
There's a website called You're the Man. This is not real.
Can you hear the sound?
No, I couldn't hear this.
Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. Share sound. Forgive me. Let's try this
You're the
again.
man now, dog. You're the man now, dog.
What?
You're the man now, dog. You're the man now, dog. You're the man now.
You're the man now, dog. You're the man
That's
now.
it. That's the whole thing.
I thought it was going to be a whole song.
Nope.
Brilliant.
Anyway,
I love the internet.
so much so that it has its own Wikipedia page. YTMND is an initialism for You're the Man Now Dog. Is an online online community centered on the creation of hosted mimetic web pages featuring a juxtaposition of an image centered or tiled along, with optional large zooming text and a looping sound file.
I did not know it went that deep. Jeez.
Yeah.
Well, you learn something new every day.
I'm going to leave that Wikipedia page open. Anyway, so what shall we do here? Shall we get into this movie? Do you have any trivia you want to talk about? Is there
I think the only trivia I had a little personal trivia, kind of that.
Tell me
only
about
you will
yourself.
Talk about this.
Personal
my name's
trivia?
Mario.
Okay.
I'm a boy.
That's not really trivia. Come on. Give us real
yeah.
trivia, like
Yeah, no, I don't
first
give a
kiss.
shit about me. First kiss?
Yeah.
I don't remember my first kiss. Do you remember your first kiss? Mm-hmm. I don't know if I remember my first
Strangely, my first not to kiss and tell, but I won't tell who. But I'll say the situation.
kiss. Okay.
My first kiss with a woman was at, I say that for a reason, is because we were at the film I Now Pronounce You Chuck and Larry.
That's the movie that was like that was like that got you going.
We were so turned on. I think it might have been Jessica Biel.
Jessica Biel got you guys going.
How about you? Where was your first kiss? You don't have to say with who.
If my memory serves correctly. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is not a bit, Dylan.
Okay.
I promise.
Okay.
I promise.
Okay.
It's not a bit. I'm pretty sure. Hold on, I gotta do a year check real quick. Just to
Of
double
the
check.
anticipation. I'm on tenterhooks. I was trying to think of the phrase there. I'm on the hooks. Is that
Yeah.
a phrase?
Wait. That's-
Tenterhooks?
Tenterhooks? What?
Tenterhook, a hook used to fasten cloth on a drying frame or tenter. Okay, maybe is that the
Okay,
waiting
yes,
nervously for something? Okay, I knew I was right in that phrase. Okay.
All right, this is track. Okay,
Chomping at the bit.
I was making sure what year the. This must have been between 1999 and like 2002. It was something like that. But I remember I was with a girl. We're at her place, sitting on the couch, and then we just kissed. Nothing big, but it was like we kissed. And I was like, well, cool. That's really. I shit you not. I remember now clearly. It's not a bit. King of Queens was on the TV. We were watching King of Queens. So are we connected by Kevin James?
Oh my God! Jesus, I didn't.
Oh,
I'm like,
you didn't know what King of Queens was?
no, I did, but I'm like waiting for like the is that. I was. My brain
both
was
of our-
failing to make the connection.
Both of our first kisses involved Kevin James.
He's just so sexy.
It was either that or Jerry Stiller. Jerry Stiller must have got me.
Well, to be honest, Leah Remini.
Yeah. Oh, come on now.
But
Yeah, she's-
wow, that took me like I completely blanked. I'm like, who's in King of Queens? Oh, wow, Kevin James. Good Lord.
Who is like a meme right now.
Yes,
Have
I
you
know.
seen-
What is that meme?
It, like,
I
all
know, like
came up-
it's him with his hands in his pocket. It's okay.
It's like
it's fine.
It's like a stock photo from like obviously from the show of like like headshots or whatever, and it just like it just kind of blew up, and it's pretty funny. But like how perfect that to add to the meme of Kevin James that Lima and Dylan Titus both didn't share a kiss, but shared a kiss in front of Kevin James with other people.
Well, you know now. Okay. You know now that if you and I ever are together and we meet Kevin James, that we then have to kiss.
All three of us kiss?
No, just you and I. And we grab each other and we go, "It's Kevin James," and we make
Quick
out with
kiss.
each other.
Start kissing.
Hi, come say hi. It's Nicole.
Oh, a special guest. Hi, we're just talking about making out with Kevin James. I don't know if you can hear me.
I'm so glad that I walked in on that.
Yes, sorry, it happens.
No, you got a pack.
Thank you.
Sorry.
This
I
is
can
that
put this-
backup cam I ordered.
Sweet, I can put this on.
No,
your
it's
bag.
okay. I'll just keep it right here. Thank you.
So confirmed, Nicole, Kevin James is both me and Dylan's hall pass.
Yes, we were just recounting how both of our first kisses were in the presence of Kevin James media.
Oh.
Mine was at the film I Now Pronounce You Chuck and Larry, and his was while
Good.
watching The King of Queens.
Oh, can I? Should I also?
Yeah, get up to
Give us your first kiss.
Well, he was actually one of my first crushes.
Kevin James?
Kevin James was?
Yeah. But so maybe he's also my hall pass.
Is he your hall pass too? We should all have an orgy with Kevin James.
Oh my god.
That'd be perfect.
Yeah,
You owe
no,
him
I
that.
just thought he was so funny and just so cute, and that's it.
Funny
Wanted
is
him to Paul Blart in your mall cop.
all right. That's stretching it.
Oh, he would be stretching it.
He
a little
would
more.
be stretching it. Yeah. All right. And on that note, I'm gonna go shower some of these thoughts away. Thank you.
Hey, plug what you're up to tonight. Not that anyone listening to this podcast can come to it, but they plug what you're doing as an artist right now.
Oh. Well,
And what you got coming up in the mail.
yes. Well, tonight I'm going to be playing a opening set for a Neil Young tribute band called Forever Young. Yeah. So I'm going to be playing some Joni Mitchell songs because, Joni Mitchell and Neil Young go hand in hand, I think. A lot of people seem to think so. There's a lot of tributes around in different parts of the country. But so tonight I'm going to be playing at this place called Marilyn Rodman Performing Arts Center. So it should be a good time. Show's around like 7 o'clock. It's an early show, which I'm a fan of. Last night, my band played at 10 o'clock, and I was crashing halfway through it. So
Oh man.
I love an early show.
It was a bit late. And
yeah.
what's coming in the mail?
What's coming in the mail is hot sauce. Lots of hot sauce. Lots of How's About Charlie hot sauce, sponsored
I'm so
by
excited about this.
Irish Spikes.
And it'll be available to purchase online too.
Yes.
What was the flavor you went with again?
Oh, we went with it was called Unicorn Blood on the
I remember
website.
Unicorn
Yeah,
Blood.
it's like a chipotle and orange flavor.
And what are you calling it?
We're calling it How's About Chili.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you should call Irish Spike back and be like, how about Kevin James? That should be the next
Oh
bottle
my
of hot
God.
sauce. The Kevin James
Yeah.
hot sauce.
Well, if this ever
He won't
gets
mind.
anywhere out in the world, then people will know. My fans will know. They'll be
They're
like,
gonna
oh,
know."
she has a crush on Kevin James.
Hi, I'm Kevin James for How's About Chili Hot Sauce.
And I would die so happy. Okay.
Here comes the boom.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, nice to hang out with you two for a second.
Indeed.
It was so good to see you.
Welcome back on to Connery Curious.
Yes, thank you for having me.
I think
Our
you would
first
like
returning
this,
guest.
Finding Forrester. I think you would like it.
You think I'd like it?
I think
Okay.
you think she'd like it?
I think, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should be into it.
Cool.
Bye.
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 Goodbye. Love you.
Love you.
Well, that was a fun treat.
Indeed. All right, hold on. Back down.
That's so funny. We all three of us have connections to Kevin James.
Look at that.
I'll have to ask Alicia later if she has any connections with Kevin James.
She just starts fanning herself.
Oh, Kevin James.
Just eyes flutter back in her head.
Well, I think we could. We've been on record comparing ourselves to
Kevin
those
James.
characters on King of Queens, like just the relationship of just the goofiness there and all that.
And you and I are Chuck and Larry.
Yes, we're Chuck and Larry.
So, as in, I'm a responsible father, and you are a fucking player, and we're both firemen.
Oh, that's right. Adam Sandler's like a piece of shit in that movie, right? I was trying to remember what the characters were for that. Yeah,
Yeah, just in that movie.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyways, back to Finding
But
Forrester.
in today's movie, Finding Forrester, let's talk about a little trivia before we get into this plot, because there's some interesting trivia here.
So my piece of trivia was, if you look, I forget where in the, I must have saw it on IMDb. Let me just double
That
check.
Bill
All right, so
Murray was considered for the role?
I didn't see that. Was that true?
Yeah. Well, according to
For
IMDb
Forrester?
trivia, so it's got to be, you know what I mean? So I was considered for this role according to IMDb trivia.
Whoa. Well, it's funny. You do have a connection to the movie.
What? Kevin James?
It's Kevin James' movie. No, where I can't find it. I wrote it down, but I just want to confirm. Yeah. Yeah, you apparently you have a relative that was in this movie.
What?
Yeah, you didn't know that? dude?
Who?
So
Jim Titus
playing-
was on this set as an extra?
Jim Titus played student number 1.
What? Hey, it's my cousin Jim.
Jim Titus.
That's not really my cousin Jim. I don't. As far as I know, I don't have a cousin Jim Titus.
You never know.
Probably, but who knows? He began acting in New York at the age of 4.
Oh yeah.
Huh. I mean, there's not anyone that creative in my family. I'm
You
kidding.
never know. You never know.
Not knocking the rest of you Tituses. I'm kidding.
Yeah, go on.
But that's funny.
Yeah,
as
like,
soon as you were about to say it, I was scrolling down and I found the first trivia thing. The very first words were Jim Titus in bright blue.
I found it because Alicia watched like the first couple minutes with me before she had to head out for the day, and one of the friends that are sitting at the table, she believed to be like a rapper or singer she knew, and I was like, I saw his face. I'm like, I think I know who you're talking about, but we couldn't find who it was. It might have been Lil Zane.
Does
It was
show
Lil
a picture
Zane.
of him?
If
Student.
you look
No.
up Lil Zane, you'll see he had like a big baseball cap on.
Was it the rapper at the beginning? No, that's not him.
No. He's one of the friends that's sitting at the table, and they're talking about going to the apartment.
Oh.
He was. I remember his face. He was in Dr. Dolittle 2 as like Eddie Murphy's daughter's boyfriend. So that's where I remember him from. He was in Next Friday and Hardball. He's known for Finding Forrester. I guess that's the number 1. And then
Jim
Dr.
Titus?
Dolittle 2 is. No, this is Lil Zane.
I'm still
Jim-
still thinking of Jim Titus here. You're
Jim
throwing me
Titus. Well, let's see what Jim Titus has done.
off. Pretty Little Liars, Eat Brains, Love. That's pretty funny. Curb Your
Okay.
Enthusiasm, Superior
Whoa.
Donuts.
Whoa. Okay.
I
He's been
don't
around.
I don't know what any of these things are. I mean, I know Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Pretty Little
He
Liars
was in
is a
Fuller
pretty big-
House as a driver.
Okay.
The Goldbergs.
Wow.
Criminal Minds. He's a TV actor.
Oh yeah, but that's some good TV. That's some pretty big shows to get booked on. That's fabulous. And then it was funny. Then like
First role was Finding Forrester, though.
Wow. Okay. But yeah, we're talking about like when Busta Rhymes showed up.
Okay, let's just talk about this now, Mario. When we entered this podcast, at any point did you think we would see a scene a dramatic scene of weight and consequence between Sean Connery and Busta Rhymes, where Busta Rhymes is the one with the moral upper hand who's putting Connery in his place.
Never in a million years. This is why, again, I am so happy that I do this podcast, because the things we get to see. I probably would have saw this movie eventually, but like never in a million years that like when I saw Busta Rhymes in this, I'm like, no shot they're gonna cross paths. No shot. And we get at least 2 scenes of them together.
And no shit, they do.
Oh my God.
2 scenes of them together? What's the second scene?
He shows up in the hallway with Jamal early on.
Yeah, but that's not. He doesn't interact with Connery in that one. The other scene is them together.
Yeah, they're
with
actually
a
talking.
Scene. Imagine either one of that, like Busta Rhymes, either excitement or complete nonchalance at acting with Connery, and Connery's just going like, whatever, it's just a day's work, I guess.
We had that same conversation last week with Family Business when I talked about
when
Victoria
Tupac
Jackson
shows up in that movie.
Tupac shows up. But no, when Victoria Jackson, I said, like, how crazy must that feel to have someone of that caliber acting against Connery? But again, Busta Rhymes. Busta Rhymes, man, he's worked with,
Also, did you just say Victoria Jackson was of caliber? Is that?
I'm saying I'm saying Victoria Jackson is not a big actress.
Oh, okay.
That's like me acting with Connery. You know what I mean? It's just like, holy shit! Like, that's an extreme honor to be able to get that close to somebody. I mean, on top of, you had even Matthew. I mean, Matthew Broderick at the time, still a young buck.
But he had done Ferris Bueller and.
But still, it's just like the caliber of Sean Connery is just insane. But yeah, we're going back to Busta Rhymes because like Alicia goes, "What else was Busta Rhymes in?" And I'm like, "Oh, you mean Halloween Resurrection?"
Resurrection? Did I just say Halloween Resurrection? Yes.
Halloween Resurrection.
We started saying it at the same time and I got thrown off and said Resurrection.
Halloween.
Oh yeah, I mean that's pretty much what that film becomes. Trick or treat, motherfucker.
Oh, that's the classic scene. Classic.
I want to put some of the dialogue from that movie into this movie during his scenes. And also, I'm sorry, I forgot to do this. I still got to make this little video meme here. When last week in Family Business, when Hoffman, they're sitting at the table, and Hoffman stands up and slaps Matthew Broderick. Gesundheit. I wanted the other side. You just hear, "Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth."
I have one video meme for this episode, which I'll reveal later on.
Ooh, do tell. Oh, you'll reveal it later on.
I mean, I could say it now. It's towards the end of the movie, but
okay. Do we want to go through the plot like we do?
Yeah, let's get into it, man.
Let's do it. Okay. In the Bronx, 16-year-old Jamal Wallace downplays his potential as a gifted student, preferring to play basketball with his friends. They are watched by William Forrester, a recluse who never leaves his apartment and has become a neighborhood urban legend. Dared by his friends, Jamal sneaks into the apartment, but is surprised by Forrester and flees, leaving his backpack behind. Forrester later drops the backpack onto the street, having edited Jamal's personal writings. Jamal asks him to read more of his writing, but Forrester angrily tells him to begin with 5,000 words on why he should stay the fuck out of my home. Jamal does so, leaving the essay on Forrester's doorstep, and is invited inside. Should I keep going?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Due to his high test scores, Jamal is offered a full academic scholarship and transfers to Mailer Callow, a prestigious Manhattan private school, with the understanding that he will join the basketball team. My eyes got a little bit ahead of me there, and I almost, like, you ever, like, you're reading something, you read it, like, 2 words ahead?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, when I was reading Mailer Callow, because they don't look like real words, 3 words after that is Manhattan, and my peripheral vision saw it as Martian. A prestigious Martian private school.
Nanu.
Welcome to Mailer Callow. Meet more
Earthlings.
Okay, so due to his high test scores, Jamal is offered an academic scholarship and transfers to Mailer Callow, a prestigious Martian private school, with the understanding that he will join the space basketball team.
Space basketball team. It's Space Jam 3.
You will be competing with these 2D animated characters. And if you lose, you die. Jamal learns that Forrester is the Pulitzer Prize-winning author of a famous novel, Avalon Landing, but never published another book. Forrester agrees to help Jamal with his writing as long as he does not ask about Forrester's life or tell anyone about him. They bond as Forrester gives Jamal his own work to rewrite, on the condition that their writing never leaves the apartment. Jamal's writing improves, leading one of his professors, Robert Crawford, to suspect him of plagiarism. Jamal befriends his classmate Claire and excels on the basketball court, but is alienated from his old friends. See, I told you, he was alienated.
You are terminated.
That is the welcome program to our school, the Alienation Day. It is the orientation. He convinces.
Man.
He convinces Forrester to attend a game with him at Madison Square Garden, but they become separated, and Forrester, overwhelmed by the crowd, has an anxiety attack. With his brother Terrell's help, Jamal takes Forrester onto the empty field at Yankee Stadium, where an emotional Forrester reveals he often came with his brother. He tells Jamal about his brother's trauma, returning home from World War II, the basis for his book, and how Forrester's indirect role in his death, followed by the deaths of their parents, led him to become a recluse. Still suspicious, Crawford...
No, we can probably skip there. That's like halfway through the movie.
Okay, yeah, that's a good place to stop. Yeah, actually, that's halfway through the article as well.
Yeah. So I got a couple of... So of course we always like to
let's get into our notes.
Pinpoint our Connery showing here. I marked about 350-ish. We see him with the binoculars. What's your exact number?
I got 323.
What?
Yeah. Let's pull it up.
That's very off.
Let's go to the video, Mario. Okay, maybe I was just confused. Huh.
Yeah, go on to 350.
Hey, it's at 420. We see him.
I think that's the first one now. That's the first one.
Yeah. Okay. 353. Okay, I'm sorry. I wrote a 2 instead of a 5. So we're both correct. I just wrote the wrong number.
There we go.
And also, yeah, it's a pretty sloppy looking 2, so I think it looks like I wrote the wrong number first and then tried to correct it without pausing the movie. So I'll just correct it here because it's important for me to have consistency. So
yeah, I hit 350-ish. I didn't feel like pausing.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, you're correct. And then, I mean, if you want, we've got 3 different times, I feel, that we see him. One is 2156. That's when he... let me pull that up exactly. 2156 is when he... we see him open the keyhole.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And then,
yeah, it's the first official, his full face we see.
Yes. And then I put 2748 is the first time we see him in the apartment, if in full.
Mm.
So that's when he actually shows up into the movie. He's said lines of dialogue, but
His first quote I have marked down as "son of a bitch" when he's yelling "son of a bitch" to Jamal running away from the apartment.
I mean, that's his first line of dialogue, but his first quote is in our first jump scare. Is this our first jump scare?
No, I feel like maybe.
What's had jump scares in any of the films we've watched so far?
I feel like didn't Outland have a jump scare?
Oh, maybe one of the dead body reveals or something.
I remember us screaming when the first head blew up.
Yeah, but that's not a jump scare because it builds to it, you know?
Yeah,
it's not like a dude's head suddenly just explodes.
But it was jarring when we saw that together.
If just the scene is just taking place,
They're just in the middle of talking.
A regular scene. Hey, Dave, how's the game last night? Oh, good. Little Stevie's doing real. Boom.
It's exploding. That would have been a jump scare.
No inflation or anything. Just instant. That's a true jump scare.
Oh, but yeah, this might be our first proper jump scare.
Yeah, which is weird because it's not a horror film.
Yeah, not at all. It's an action film.
I think my favorite quote from this movie. I'm gonna punch it in because I don't have it exact because I didn't write it down.
I saw the window, man, about 20 years ago. Saying just like a ghost, like the ones that be in our science books and all. Just like that, man.
So what, he was white?
Ain't milk white?
You ever seen a ghost that wasn't white?
Yo, man, I'm just playing, man. No, but I heard he killed somebody.
Anyway, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Oh yes.
Yeah, when they're daring him to go up to the apartment. Well, anyway. I think that kind of beats "You're the Man Now, Dog."
It might. Although it's not really a quote, but I forget the context. I think he finds out Jamal's last name, and he said, "Oh, that sounds like a marmalade."
Yes.
And I wrote Jamarmalade.
What's your name?
Jamal Wallace?
Sounds like some kind of marmalade.
I would have loved to be called him Jamarmalade for the whole movie.
If I ever get a dog, I'm gonna name it that.
Jamar, come here, Jamarmalade.
and I'll get two dogs, Jamarmalade and Jamiroquai.
And like in my last kind of notes for that section, I said all these high schoolers look like they're 30 years old. It's like the Spider-Man 1 issue. Or all the people.
Oh, no, go ahead.
But yeah, it's like you see all these people at the lunchroom, and I'm like, these guys are like 30 years old.
So I thought they all looked relatively young. Like, I don't know, 18, 19?
I feel like the kids at the academy were more believable than the first school we see.
Let me take a look here. Nah, they look 18. They all look like about high school senior. His friends do kind of look.
Although what's her name? Anna Paquin, Rogue from X-Men.
Yes.
She's always convincing as a high schooler.
Well, she was 18 when they filmed this.
Yeah, so she's always.
And it looks like Rob Brown was 16. So he was the age.
Oh, okay.
And
maybe it's just like they were built different back then. I don't know. I mean, not that far away.
I will say that his friend, his cornrowed friend at the beginning, looks a lot like Wiz Khalifa.
Oh yeah, I can get that. Yeah.
When he showed up at the end, and they started playing basketball.
Yeah.
Wow, it's Wiz Khalifa. Anyway, yeah, I mean, they all look. I'm just skimming through. They all look about 16 through 20. They look appropriately age cast.
Oh yeah, I don't know. For some reason, to me they looked older.
Well, okay, so going back to this subject of the students, we were both wondering when Matt Damon was going to show up.
Yeah.
And at some point, okay, so the student Coleridge that Crawford embarrasses in class because his like either one of his family members or this poet of the same exact name. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So either that person was related to Coleridge, Samuel Coleridge, or not. I don't know. Either way, at some point, the back of my brain just started going, why are we not seeing Matt Damon? Is it Coleridge is played by an actor named Michael Pitt, and he's got this like weird paleness to his face, and it's kind of like nothing against his face, but his features are all kind of towards the middle of his face, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I started thinking if that was Matt Damon in prosthetics. Anyway, sorry, Michael Pitt.
But,
You're actually,
yeah.
it looks like looking up pictures of you, you're actually very handsome, but
Yeah, his face didn't grow into everything yet. As a young man. Yeah, what's Michael Pitt been in? He's known for The Dreamers.
but he's not the only one. He's not. I shouldn't go to say he's very handsome. Not my type of handsome. Kind of a creepy handsome. Yeah, nope, never mind. You know what? I take that back. Sorry, Michael Pitt. Your face is kind of scaring me. Every
You're
picture
ugly.
I see, yeah, you're kind of scaring me, friend. Ooh, especially this one. This is a scary picture. Look at that.
He looks like a villain.
Yeah, that's scary. Is Michael Pitt related to Brad Pitt? No, I don't think so.
Distant cousins, if anything.
What's he look like now? This is the podcasting you came for. Oh, he's kind of scary looking. Yeah, he looks like Elon Meth.
Elon.
Yeah, doesn't he?
Yeah, look at his. Yeah, he looks like.
Sorry, Michael Pitt, come on to the podcast. You look like Dolph Lundgren there.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, come on to the podcast and we'll talk.
Talk about your face.
K-Stu not dating Michael Pitt. Good. Anyway,
Congratulations.
cool. Oh no, where did your screen go?
I'm gone. Oh no.
Oh no.
Let's do a little reset.
Little reset. That's my favorite rapper. You think that was the name of the rapper at the very beginning of the film? Was a Little Reset?
Little reset. Oh man, what's going on?
What is going on here? I'm gonna share my screen with you again, and maybe you'll come back.
Oh no, it's okay. I think it's just like, go through your notes. Go through some of your
Okay,
notes.
we'll go through some of my notes. Okay. Ghost in the Science Book. Okay, Connery's apartment building looks like the back half of it fell down.
Yeah, it looks like it's green screened on. Like I thought that too. I'm like, does not look like right.
Yeah, it looks like half of it was knocked down, and they just don't pull down the camera to the ground level so you can see that. Anyway, why does Jamal break in? Why doesn't he just knock? You know? I feel like that would...
And it's in the middle of the night too, so he's like, "Oh, the old man must be sleeping."
Yeah, just knock. Just go to his door in the day and knock. And be like, "Hey, my friends think you're a ghost. I just like to prove you're a human being. They'd like me to steal something from you, so if I could borrow a pen, I'll bring it back later."
Truth
Yeah.
is, I am a ghost.
Yes. You best start believing in ghost stories, Miss Turner. You're in one. Oh, shoot, wrong movie. I really, really, really like the sound design in this movie. Really good sound design. Little, oh, is your camera coming back there?
Yeah, just like
Change of logo.
it was like unplugged for some reason. It's like, yeah, it's not charging. That's weird. I gotta look into that. So now, I'm just gonna go to my crappy webcam.
Oh, that's okay.
That's all right. That's all right with me.
So, yeah, the really interesting use of the stereo environment of the sound, and just some really interesting mixing and choices. For example, I just wrote sound. I didn't write specific examples, but one is the way that the basketballs going around the metal rims like created rhythm. And the same with the ticking of the typing of the typewriters. You know?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that whole Connery, like, first sitting down with him with the typewriter. Yeah, it was such an ASMR moment of him like typing away, and when he comes back in, he's like, bang those keys. It was very
Punch 'em.
very cool. Punch those
Punch it,
keys.
Chewie.
Okay.
Yes, hi, Mia. Oh. Yes, coming in as I have a drink of water. Cyclops is the guy that brings him his groceries. Not James Marsden, but his sunglasses make him look like Cyclops.
Yeah, we already had a Rogue in the movie, so might as well have Cyclops in the movie as well.
Oh, that was a... Okay, I'm going to skip down 2 notes, and my note is, don't touch Rogue! She shows up and then just shakes someone's hand. Don't you know she's going to kill someone? And her accent keeps slipping, too. Not much, but enough that you've oh yeah, she's Canadian and New Zealand? Yep, Canadian and New Zealand. But she was good. I liked her in this film. The notes I skipped here were the timestamps. I already said that one. But I made this note pretty early on that I think this might be a 10.5 or an 11.
The movie?
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's where I felt at the time. So we'll see where we take it.
Okay.
That's not spoiling anything, because that's not my final rating.
Okay.
That's just what I felt at the about an hour mark. My next note is he didn't film that bird. When he's at the window with a video camera. Like, look at this, a Connecticut warbler. That is a bird in a vibrant green environment. Where you did not film that. So, and then he opens a drawer full of tapes, and I'm like, did you just pop a videotape into that camera? Look at this. The 1983 Russian bobsled race. Look at that, just outside my window.
Yeah, speaking of Cyclops.
Yeah, go ahead.
That character.
You get more your notes. I'm kind of running low on notes for this side.
I did like that BMW scene of Jamal just it's oh, anybody who knows about a BMW knows the history, and Jamal just proceeds to give
tell
him
them the whole history.
History of BMW, and I was like, "Fuck you, Cyclops." It's and then when he shows up later in Forrester's apartment, and then sees, and he's giving him his shit, whatever, and
Mr. Johansson.
And Jamal comes in and he's like, "Oh, who's this dude?" You know what I mean? Insane. But I like that little back and forth right there.
That was a very good scene. And also, I totally did not know that that's what the logo for BMW was.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah. A helicopter blade against the sky. Very clever.
Yeah, super cool.
I mean, not the Nazi helping, but just, I mean, in terms of graphic design.
Yeah,
that's clever.
Very clever.
But their naughty behavior. Not endorsed on this podcast, I say.
No.
No. I don't know what that was. What else you got for notes?
Kind of low on this end. I didn't take too many notes. It's more of like, again, like last week, kind of enjoying the movie. Let's see. I thought the multiple locks in the door would come back somehow in a weird way. Like, I like the idea that he has like all those locks going down his door. And I thought they would like, play into a more comedic effect of like him opening the door. It just takes him like 20 minutes to open the door. And then you open the door and there's another door. It's like the padded door in M's office. And you got to get through that with a keypad. It's like, what's a show? Oh, you ever seen Get Smart?
Yeah.
Like the intro would be like, he'd be going through like 17 doors to get to the fucking lab. I was like, I wish they would play more into that lock system. That's a great comedy bit. Is like multiple locks and taking like in a minute I'll open the door in a second.
And he's clearly like going back over areas he's already covered.
Yeah,
like
fucking with it a little bit.
No. There's like so, and then when it gets to the other side, it just reveals that it's the little pin-sized ones. It's just like 1,000 of them all the way up, like like matchsticks lined up along the side of the door, and he's just literally just getting each one. But because he's got some OCD tendencies, it has to be done in a specific order. So he's going up and down and up and down and up and down. And when you finally get to the other side, instead of padding, it is literally just all locks. Like big deadbolts on every side. Even the side with the hinges is locked.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's all I got for that section. Should we go through the rest of the wiki plot?
Let's do it. Still suspicious, Crawford forces Jamal to complete his next assignment in his presence. Running out of time to enter the school's essay competition, Jamal submits one of Forrester's exercises to the contest and humiliates Crawford during class. He is called before Crawford and the school board, who reveal that Forrester had published the article upon which Jamal based his essay. Asked to prove that he had the author's permission to use his material, Jamal keeps his promise to Forrester and says nothing. Crawford demands he read a letter of apology to his classmates, but Jamal refuses, endangering his scholarship. Telling Forrester what he has done, Jamal asks his friend to defend him. But Forrester is angry. Jamal betrayed his trust by taking their writing and is still unwilling to leave his home. I had to spice that up a bit.
I like it.
Thank you.
Might as well do the last two little bits.
Okay, let's just wipe it out. You know what? I want to, before we get too far into it, what do we think about Crawford? Played by F. Murray Abraham. My note is F.U. Murray Abraham.
Well, I love F. Murray Abraham as an actor. He's a lot of fun because I watch his show. What the hell's the name of it? It's like it's based on like a video. Mythic Quest. It's an Apple TV series, and so it's like a video game development company, and like they're developing this like World of Warcraft type game, and he's like the writer. He writes all the story stuff about the game, and he's very like charismatic and dramatic, and he's like, we must. And I love his name in the show is C.W. Longbottom.
Mythic Quest?
Mythic Quest.
It's a comedy series?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. If you ever get an opportunity to like see it anywhere, check it out. Like, it's fun for video game fans, but it's just like it's fun. It's like kind of like it's a sitcom style thing. But yeah, he's in it, and he's like one of the main characters, and his character is really cool. There's a lot of like interesting story arc with him in later seasons. But yeah, he's always that kind of like charismatic, like man of poetry, and it's great to see him casted in that as like the writer of a video game. It's really funny. So he like writes all the lore about that. But yeah, I thought he was great. You know, in Forrester, it's kind of like he's a little frustrating because you kind of like him at first, but then it's like
He's
all
the
this,
villain of this piece.
Yeah, like that final face off when Connery walks in, you see him like, it's like, oh fuck. Speaking of that scene, how much did you love that young Connery on the wall when they cut? That's me, by the way. When he said,
Young Connery. Wah, wah. Yeah, we've seen that picture before.
yeah, that's like his IMDb picture.
Yeah.
So we see it every week. So getting to see it again, it was like, holy shit.
In
Then we get
and a
younger,
couple of young pictures here. Hold on, let me share my screen because I have
the newspaper.
I have some screenshots. Where is it here? Preview. I have some screenshots. Let's go over these screenshots. Why is it always doing? It's always doing something here. Always got some doohickey. Okay. Yep. There we go. There's the painting.
Dope.
It looks so much brighter than all the other ones around it, and I will say that the T.S. Eliot one kind of looks like Desmond Llewellyn, but it also kind of looks like Paul McCartney.
Yeah, it's a little bit of both.
Yeah, it's me. And
Oh,
Robert
bee-boo-boo.
Louis Stevenson. Hey, it's George. Yes, it's me. It's George Harrison. I'm Robert Louis Stevenson. Hey, it's Sean Connery. He's William Forrester.
I was kind of hoping they would go back to it and like reveal that at the end, that they're putting the date he died at the end. And like that's the reveal of the picture. But I kind of like the idea of like, you know, yes, I'm William Forrester. I'm that one. And he points to the wall. Like that was a cool little touch. Because like I'm always curious to see them use young footage of like these actors. Like they did it in Gold. I bring up Goldmember like almost every week. When they have the flashback of young Austin and young Dr. Evil in the car, and they use the move. They use a clip from an old Michael Caine movie. It might have been Italian Job.
Wait, did you say
something.
Goldfinger or Goldmember?
Member?
Okay.
Did I say Goldfinger?
I don't remember. But
Oh.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I just don't.
That scene in Goldfinger when Dr. Evil shows up.
When little baby James Bond.
Little baby James Bond.
Baby Bond. Look out, Blofeld.
I like my milk shaken, not stirred.
No, Mr. Bond. I expect you to nap.
Oh my god, we should develop a baby, like it's Muppet Babies, but it's James Bond characters.
Baby Bond. Oh.
Baby Bond.
Baby Bond. Okay. And also in this picture. Oh, hey, George, look above me. It's Chris Martin from Coldplay.
Oh, I didn't notice that. I like George Sand.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's me, but lying at the beach.
He's a Sandman from Spider-Man.
And
Boy, made of sand.
above me is Alexander, but he's from Wales. Do you get it? Alexander Welsh?
Wilf.
Whoa, slow down there. Say it, don't spray it, son. Now,
I feel like how thick his eyebrows are in this painting. I feel like I would have been pissed off if I got that painting back. I'm like, look how thick my eyebrows are.
they're far too thin. Make them thicker.
Thicker, please. You can't get to his forehead. Bushier, please.
Connect them both in the front and to the sides, like a pair of sunglasses. In fact, have them growing over my eyes.
Oh, man.
Now, this is the other picture we get,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
which looks like it's probably from Marnie or something.
Yeah.
I wonder, 'cause that really looks like it's from one of the films that we're gonna see coming up.
Let's see.
I feel like that's a screenshot from Marnie, or from what are some of the other films we've got coming up?
Could that have been Woman of Straw? Maybe not. His hair is like...
He's got a bit of a thicker hairpiece than that, I think. Maybe On the Fiddle or The Frightened City. But
Well, if we find it, we gotta match them together.
yeah.
Definitely nothing we've watched yet, possibly.
No, I don't think so.
It's something about his hair, because like in the other younger films that he's not Bond, he just looks like Bond. You know, he has that same hair, so his hair's a little messier there. But
I'm willing to bet it's Marnie. That's not because he looks a little bit like he's not as skinny. You know what I mean? He's got like a little bit bigger cheeks, which kind of like indicates it's maybe between like Goldfinger and Thunderball, or like
I think it would have been hilarious if they just had the picture of him from Dr. No with the cigarette in his mouth about to say James Bond for the first time. That would have been hilarious. Like just be completely on the nose.
oh my god,
You know, just stupid. I would love it.
or just like some goofy real life photo of him just like with his shirt off hanging out with some other old dude.
It should have been a picture of him in Diamonds or Forever, like the behind-the-scenes shot of him playing golf on the moon.
Exactly.
It's like, yeah, choose this picture, please.
That would be a good representation of me as an author.
Yeah, you know, I was on the moon once. That's a real picture.
I think a good representation of me as an author would be having somebody else play my typing hands, because I don't know how to type. That's in the IMDb trivia. You can look that up.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, man.
I don't know if it's true because it's IMDb, but, you know, you never know. Now, I'll just cover the other two screenshots I have here.
Okay.
Now, did you know, Mario, that the best gift for a woman is an unexpected gift at an unexpected time? And then I just whip my penis out.
I'm sure Kevin James would appreciate that.
Yes, that's an unexpected gift if ever there was one. Ladies. That's not me, that's Forrester.
Exactly. Forrester said that.
Yeah. Now, though, with my love of Spider-Man 2, for a split second I wanted him to be like, you know, the key to a woman's heart is poetry.
Rosie, I love this boy.
Yes.
Imagine Connery. Oh, Connery is Aunt May. It's like, oh, yes. I mean... The stupidest
Connery as Aunt May.
Like the stupidest. I always quote stupid things from for that movie.
You never.
Yeah, of course not. What's the kid's name?
Henry.
Henry. Oh yes, Henry and I agree. We don't see his picture in the paper anymore.
I like to pull it out and go to the bathroom with that page.
Here you go, Peter. Happy birthday. No, I can't. No, you must take it. If you don't take it, it'll be very cunt.
It cuts down to their hands and they're fighting over $1.
No, you take it. 1 yen. It's not even an American dollar. It's like 1 yen.
Peter, take this. It's too shredded. It won't work at any machine. The stores won't accept it.
It's
counterfeit.
I've had this since 1964. Please, take it.
I'm definitely sure it's counterfeit. Take it.
He would have been an interesting Uncle Ben. Like him mixed with that Aunt May from the Raimi trilogy. That would have been a cool mix-up. I loved
Cliff Roberts. Cliff Roberts was.
Oh no, I'm talking about. I was about to go for Amazing Spider-Man 2. Michael Douglas? No.
Martin Sheen.
Martin Sheen. That's
Cliff
Sheen.
Robertson? Yeah, Cliff Robertson was Uncle Ben.
Yeah, I liked him. Martin Sheen was a really good Uncle Ben,
He was a really
too.
good Uncle Ben.
Like I like that interaction of him, like at the school and like messing with him in front of.
I'm his parole officer.
Yeah, I was parole officer and shit. Yeah, it's like he has pictures of you on his computer and like just fucks with him. I love that. Like that chemistry was really cool.
But then Uncle Ben doesn't know where to draw the line. He's like, yeah, I catch him jerking off to him every night.
He's a fucking pervert. That's all he does.
He walks around the house, dick in hand. It's crazy. And it's like, Uncle Ben, can you please stop? He's like, yeah, you can't stop this kid from watching these pornos.
You think there's a webs coming out of him? No. You see his bedroom. It's crazy. So
The delivery of that was fucking perfect. You think these are webs coming out of him? No.
Did the fucking webs come out of his fucking body? Are you serious? It's
No.
disgusting. It's gross.
The amount of socks I've had to clean up.
Oh, yeah.
May's always coming to me with these socks that are hard as rocks.
Bars.
That's right. It's me, S.C. Draco the Rapping Dragon. I'm back 21 episodes later.
I did have a note about the beginning, the opening, like, rap.
Yeah.
I wanted Connery to come out and start rapping.
Okay, we got some stuff to talk about here. We got some
Oh,
stuff
man.
to talk about.
Oh, man, what do you got?
Oh, no, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. You know what? Fuck it. I'll just talk about it now. So, there's, the big game at Madison Square Garden.
Oh, the
Right?
big game.
Yeah.
It looks like the set for Smells Like Teen Spirit.
On the basketball court?
Like the basketball, you could tell. Obviously, budget. You gotta you can't be actually at Madison Square Garden. It just looks fake because it looks like the crowd cuts off right there because you kind of see
yeah.
the blackness at the top where it's like this dark,
Yeah.
and you're like, yeah, obviously they only feel like 30 people here for a crowd, and like it looks like a set.
Oh, yeah, huh? Looking at it now, it is
Yeah, it looks like a freaking set.
pretty
Like
sparse.
I understand you can't go to Madison Square Garden, but still, do something.
Well, so this game is the culmination of this plagiarism plot. And
Which is hilarious.
He could be kicked out of school. He could have his scholarship revoked. He could, lose his ability to play or continue his education. And Forrester is not defending him. And as these things come to the scene before it is them arguing. He's like, "Why won't you defend me? Because you're afraid to leave this apartment, And my brain just started formulating where the scene would go, and all right, okay, I've got a plan. You write your novel, son. I'll go as you and play the big game."
It's like Bill Murray in Space Jam. He shows up at the end, like towards the end of the game.
Does he really?
Have you ever seen Space Jam?
No.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I spoiled that for you. No, at one
That's
point,
okay. I don't give a shit.
Bill Murray shows up and he's like he plays like one of MJ's friends in the beginning of the movie, but he finds a way to get to the game, and he has a jersey on. He comes in, it's like, looks like you guys could use a hand, and immediately like gets fucked up and gets out of the game. But I would love, like, later on, look up Bill Murray in Space Jam and
Okay.
picture that as Sean Connery. Like,
Oh
that'd be
no, I was
hilarious.
imagining Connery winning the game.
He wins the game for them.
Oh yeah, like Flubber style.
Or like Space Jam.
But he's
MJ
he's awesome.
extends his arm.
Yeah, his moves are like really good. I don't know what I'm doing here. He's got the moves. Connery's got the moves. He knows basketball.
It's like Prince and the Chappelle.
Exactly. Yes. There we go. Thank you. There's the reference I was looking for.
Game blouses.
William Forrester is Prince in that Chappelle show skit. That's what I was hoping it would become.
He's not wearing basketball gear. He's still wearing a leather jacket that he wears at home. Like, that bothered me.
A leather jacket, heart.
Yeah,
Love
but
it.
I'm like, why are you
Love
wearing
it.
a leather jacket in the house? He's just like, I'm
Because it
gonna put my leather
looks
jacket on today.
awesome. I'd be wearing my leather jacket in the house if mine was thinner. My leather jacket is a bit thicker. You kind of need to wear it outside, but every now and then I'll have it on in the house. Yeah.
Interesting.
And his is a nice thin leather jacket, so it's like that's comfy in the house. And like this argument where before the game he's wearing a denim jacket in his house with a black turtleneck. I couldn't remember the word because I hate them. I hate turtleneck sweaters so much. I feel like I'm being strangled by softness.
Strangled by softness. Yeah, I like shit touching
You're
my
wearing
neck.
a turtleneck? Come, let me see. I don't mind turtlenecks. I like other people wearing them. I just can't wear them. Like, other people can totally pull them off. Like, Daniel Craig and Roger Moore can pull
Oh, yeah.
off the black turtleneck.
Yeah,
But like I and I'm sure I would look good in a turtleneck, but I would just feel like I was being get off me.
I don't know. I don't know if you maybe I can maybe see you in a turtleneck.
That's less of a turtleneck. I would like his turtleneck. You see, his is like right up to his.
Oh yeah, his is
to
like
his neck.
right there.
Yeah,
It's like thick.
yeah.
Although I do like a thick turtleneck.
Thick turtleneck.
Ooh.
Thick.
Yeah, it is about girth, I hear.
Wow.
Alright,
Thick turtleneck.
Ooh,
Yeah.
baby, do you know what that's worth? Ooh, baby, it's length and girth. What?
Oh man, we need like an ASMR section of Nicole talking about turtleneck sweaters.
Here, come talk about turtleneck sweaters for a second. Because Mario needs an ASMR section in the podcast.
We need an ASMR section of like turtleneck sweaters.
So, turtleneck sweaters. I'm so unprepared for this.
So are we.
Turtlenecks. I like them because I don't know, sometimes I get self-conscious about my neck, so I like to cover it. But I also feel like maybe
You
sometimes...
don't want people to think you have a neck.
No. Well, sometimes it can go both ways, where it's either I feel a little self-conscious, or it's like a power thing where it just looks more put together in my mind. I don't know. I think that's what I think about them. Yeah. Okay.
This has been Turtleneck Minute with Nicole Gauthier.
Turtleneck minute.
Turtleneck Minute. Turtleneck Minute.
Turtleneck minute.
Turtleneck Minute.
Turtleneck minute.
Turtleneck Minute.
Turtlenecks.
Turtleneck.
Yes, turtlenecks.
Turtleneck. You say it enough times, it sounds like a ball sack.
Turtleneck.
It sounds like a ball sack.
Yeah, it's like, oh, this is
Did
my...
you name your ball sack?
A type of ball
Turtleneck?
sack.
Is that what you named it?
Yes. Yes.
Because
named-
of how high they sit?
I named one ball turtle and one ball neck.
What?
I named one I named one ball turtle and the other ball neck.
Oh. Well, that just opens the door for so many different things, doesn't it?
Opens many doors.
Opens the shell. Thank you for Turtleneck Minute.
Yes, thank you for that. Nicole, ladies and gentlemen. We need that every week, some kind of ASMR about some clothing item.
Indeed. Are you willing to make that a regular segment? No, okay. She said okay.
No fun. Anyways.
All right. So yeah, F. Murray Abraham is just Crawford is a fucking bitter racist.
It's a little bit of a piece of shit.
Yeah, he is quite a piece of shit. Smug asshole. Just really wants to kick out the black kid. Like and Busta Rhymes in his most poignant and eloquent scene, excuse me. Said, I really like his quote. I'm gonna punch it in here.
Jamal, he wrote that for you.
When?
After the game, he's going back to the school this morning. It's funny though. They always let you get but so far before they take everything away from you. God, he's such a good kid, man. Let me get to come back to this shit.
That was actually really good, though his delivery is a bit strange, and I feel like the film knows it because they cut away from it real quick to the next scene. Did you notice that?
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, okay, I think... yeah, I'll just continue with the wiki. The school assures Jamal that the plagiarism charges will be dropped if he wins the state basketball tournament, but he deliberately misses the final free throws, costing them the championship. Watching the game on TV, Forrester manages to ride his bicycle through the city. Terrell gives him a letter from Jamal, who arrives at school for the essay contest. Forrester appears and reads a heartfelt essay to the captive audience. He acknowledges his friendship with Jamal, whom he explains had his blessing to use his material, but Crawford declares that this will not influence the school's decision. Forrester... Did I say Foster?
I don't remember.
No. Forrester reveals that the essay he recited was actually the letter Jamal had written, and the headmaster overrules Crawford and clears Jamal's name. Jamal leaves with Forrester, who plans to visit his native Scotland. 1 year later, Jamal is preparing to graduate from Mailer Callow and return to Earth. He meets with Sanderson, an attorney who explains that Forrester has died, having been diagnosed with cancer before he met Jamal. Forrester has bequeathed his apartment to Jamal, with a letter thanking him for rekindling his desire to live. Jamal is also given the manuscript of Forrester's second novel, for which he is expected to write the foreword, and joins his old friends in a basketball game.
Dude, that last like half hour or so, fantastic. I love that he showed up for him and like threw down. I was a little bothered that like we didn't get to like hear the whole thing, because then it kind of like it fizzles out, and then we have to see those stupid kids' faces. Just like
that may have been my lead.
just like,
oh my god! Hold on! Keep
like,
that face, please. Keep that face. Oh, brilliant! Hold on.
They're just sitting there fucking.
One more. Oh, beautiful. Okay,
they're just sitting there with fucking drool coming down their face, like, and like all this like happy-go-lucky music. Like, let's hear the words. I want to hear what was written, and we get the first half and the last half. So, like, at least give us that moment. But I understand.
I was pretty
it's
disappointed with that as well.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a lot of writing, but still, it's like, let us.
I would have wanted to hear it.
Words.
I would. The movie's over 2 hours long. I wouldn't have cared.
Yeah, we're already here, man. Let's hear the rest of the freaking thing. But
that would have been a good scene to just, honestly, a 20-minute dialogue scene. I would have been totally fine with it.
Yeah, and then you can
just
still
Sean
cut.
Connery monologuing.
You can still cut to the kids if you need to, but like give us what they said. You know, let us earn that applause that we get. We get 2 applause breaks. But yeah, I thought that was brilliant. Great to see him like, oh no, those are Jamal's words, and then everyone's like, oh shit, like that was a big mic drop moment for Connery. I think that's our first big Connery mic drop moment, if anything.
Yeah. Do we have any other? You know what? I know we've got one coming up.
Which one?
With the end of Diamonds Are Forever. When he's I would have, with a meal of this type, I would have expected a claret.
Yeah, yeah. I guess there's a lot of mic drops in Bond movies. So
I've smelled that aftershave before, and both times I've smelled a rat.
Yeah, that's a dope one. That's a good one.
Is it?
I think so. It's like, yeah, he figures out that it's like the moment. Goldfinger kind of has that moment too when they go to the golf course. I don't know if I talked about this in the episode.
Oh, with the golf balls.
When he walks into the club and they saying, so and so is not going to play today. We got another member of the club that would like to play against you. And then Goldfinger goes, "How do you do?" And then Bond goes, "How do you do?" And for that moment, I think he remembers the voice from the earpiece. So I think at that moment, like he knows there's something going on, and like, that's kind of like a mic drop moment for him. How do you do?
Who is your floor?
Who is your floor? But yeah, and last kind of note for me about that last section, my meme moment of this episode has got to be the bicycle scene of him riding his bicycle through the city, and you can do 2 things. One, the classic 007 theme that we was talking about, or and it's cut to him riding the bike through the city. We got to do that.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Either that or Bicycle Race by Queen.
Okay, I have a note on...
Jaws was never my scene. I don't like Star Wars.
Which is crazy because I really like my friend Robert Shaw's acting. and I didn't like Jaws. Just didn't care for it. Too many special effects.
Too many special.
Star Wars.
You never
I
have
have
to
no
see the shock.
I have no problem with the special effects in Star Wars. I just don't like that bloody Alec Guinness.
Fuck
He
him.
was mean to me once, and I've never forgiven him.
Have they been together in a movie?
Let's see. What movie did Sean Connery and Alec Guinness do together? The two have never done any film or TV show together. Sorry.
Shit.
Shit. But my next note on the bike is that at the end, as he rides away, the very end, like before the prologue.
I had a little note about this too, but I'll see what
You want to say yours?
A part of me, because I'm such a jerk. I was such a fucking jerk. A part of me wanted like him to get to the end of the street and he like hits a
Immediately get hit by
pothole. No, he had a pothole and he goes over the fucking handlebars.
Okay, well that was. I had one similar along those lines. Like you could have him get all that way, and then just like car just hits him from the like T-bones him from the left or something. But my main one, the most important one I feel in my head is that as he rides away, he gets about 10 feet, and then his bike starts lifting off the ground, and he pedals off into the sky. I'm off to Scotland.
It's like the scene from E.T. He goes past the moon and shit. I'm off to Scotland.
Except it's daytime, but the moon's still out.
It's the blazing sun, and he's going by the sun, rising sun. He goes right by the fucking.
And a Merry Christmas to everyone.
It's like you ever seen?
Dun, 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 dun.
You ever see when Santa Claus on SpongeBob?
Yeah.
The scene, he's like, and it cuts back to him. He's like fucking doing this shit. While Connery doing that, where he's fucking whipping his head around for no reason.
He like planks on the bike. You ever seen someone doing that, planking on a bike seat? I always see someone doing that downhill in traffic. It's ridiculous. It's like
God.
the most dangerous way that they can.
Daredevils. But yeah, that's like one of my notes. A part of me, I understand. Like, yeah, I kind of like the ending of him giving him his apartment.
Very Willy Wonka.
Like just leaving him all his shit, which is really cool. But yeah, part of me was like, you also could have just ended it on that last shot of him riding his bike away. And then, like, because I was kind of disappointed about that very lazy cut to like senior year, and we get like in like fucking the most basic font ever, present day for a second. It's like last minute. They're like, let's let the audience know it's senior year, and that's it. And it's like man, you couldn't have like done something else like 1 year later or 2 years later. How much time passed? 2 years?
1 year.
1 year. So yeah, I guess it'd be 1 year later.
Also, this apartment had in horrible debt with it, so you're gonna have to pay it off, Sean. Sorry about that.
Haven't paid my rent in 3 years.
Yes. Also, it's been vacant for a year, so God knows everything's probably eaten by rats and shit in.
Before I forget that, did you get
there's
nervous?
a homeless person living in there.
Yes, he's me. Do you know the homeless man that was living there? Of course I do. He's me.
Yeah, I couldn't get a flight to Scotland, so I kind of told everyone I was going, so I can't go. I can't get any supplies now. Sorry.
Did
I get nervous at what?
When he was cleaning a window, I thought he was gonna fall.
Yeah.
Dude, he's like cleaning the first side and he goes out and you see the wide shot of him outside the window sitting and cleaning that shit. I'm like, oh my God, I thought he was going to fall. Like that was how he was going to die. Like he's going to fall out the window. How fitting.
That was pretty scary.
Because they all call him Window. He's like known for being the creepy guy at the window. So like how ironic that he dies falling out that same window. That would be poetic.
I really liked his comment. He's like, of course I go out. How do you think I clean these windows?
Yeah.
And then you see it and you're like, oh my God, you're literally just hanging by the pressure of the window on your legs.
Yeah, because there's
so
no
scary.
like there's like no fire escape, no
Do you
like
think
ledge.
that was him doing it for real?
Maybe.
Probably not.
I don't know. But,
If so, he had a harness on.
Oh yeah, if I had a hold my legs, please.
Also, I feel like that building is the same building from the Fantastic Four 2005 film.
Which one?
This one. I'm gonna share my screen with you.
Like that building does not look real, or like it looks like they cut out the side of it.
Oh no, never mind. Not the same building.
Completely
different building.
That does look like the building from Luke Cage. It looks like his apartment and like the restaurant downstairs.
Oh yeah, huh?
Maybe it's the same. Maybe it's
Yeah, maybe I don't know what I was.
But no,
thinking
but like that wide shot of that building, it always looks so jarring. So it looks like something was cut out. Maybe it's not, but just the way it looks, perspective wise, it doesn't look like a real building.
No.
It's weird.
Excuse me. What else do I have for notes? Okay. Yeah, I love his leather jacket. Okay,
Yes.
he pulls out a typewriter. So they're sitting at the table, typewriter to typewriter. And he sits down. And I wanted the audio to go, "The game is domination."
Just have him playing that. Pew, pew.
Punch the keys. Zzz.
Punch them.
I see you are not
wanna-
very good at this game, Mr. Bond.
No, you should have cut it with like punch him, and just you cut the Jamal playing Mike Tyson's Punch Out. There you go.
You're the man now, dog.
You're the man now, dog.
You're the dog now, man. Okay. When they do 50 foul throws, right? Or whatever it is, you know what I'm talking about? That scene
Yeah.
where they just have to keep fucking making shots.
Yeah.
The editing of, they speed through the scene with editing, but it's the coach is counting. I'm going to punch it in here. And it's 1, 2, 6, 7.
11. 12. 13. 29. 48. 49.
As my note is, this coach can't count.
He can't.
All right, folks. Our whole team is here. All three of us.
He's reading out his Powerball numbers. He's like 42, 65, 7.
I made a note of just say that you know Forrester, but it's a testament to Jamal's character that he doesn't. He's being a good friend. He's being a good human. Sean Connery plays the big game. Sean Connery and Busta Rhymes. Did you ever think we'd get a scene between the two?
Never, dude. What a pleasant surprise that was.
Pleasant pairing. Okay, so when Forrester does the reading at the essay contest, excuse me, losing my words here. I want to punch in the audio from A Fine Madness when he's reading at the women's group. And he's just offending them all. But same cuts of all the kids with just in awe.
Oh my god, that's brilliant. Yeah, you put the audio of that. It works perfectly.
Him just insulting everyone, and everyone's just like... Oh my god.
This is so stupid, man. I'm like looking at these kids' faces, and I was so mad, Dylan. I was like, I want to hear them talk, man. And like, why are you fading out the fucking audio, you idiots? That pissed me off.
But it makes sense to not hear the whole thing because it's Jamal's speech. if he was the one delivering it, then we should hear the whole thing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I feel like it's more fitting. The point of it is that they're getting enraptured in the speech.
Yeah.
That Connery is reading it. It's because it's a statement on racism. It's the sense of like, these words. F. U. Murray Abraham thinks that just because this writer is black, that he's not capable of writing these amazing works. And Connery is going up there. Forrester is presenting it as an old white man, and they're drinking it in. And then he goes, "Nope, young black kid." Boom.
Yeah, even like the director at the end says like 16 years old wrote that shit, man. Like holy shit.
One of the teacher leans over to the other. I guess we should have known by all the N-bombs he dropped.
That's why they censored it. That he was reading the lyrics to
Gangsta's Paradise.
Gangsta's Paradise or something.
As I walk through the valley where I harvest my grain, I take a look at my wife and realize she's very plain. But that's just perfect for an Amish like me. You know, I shun fancy things like electricity. At 4:30 in the morning, I'm milking cows. Jebediah feeds the chickens, and Jacob plows, fool. Well, I've been milking and plowing so long that even Ezekiel thinks that my mind is gone. I'm a man of the land, I'm into discipline. I've got a Bible in my hand and a beard on my chin. But if you finish all of your chores and I finish mine, then tonight we're going to party like it's 1699.
That's beautiful.
We've been spending most of our lives
still going.
living in an Amish paradise. We churn butter once or twice, living in an Amish paradise. You'd probably think it bites, living in an Amish paradise. We're all crazy Mennonites, living in an Amish paradise. Hitching up the buggy, churning lots of butter. Raised the barn on Monday. Soon, I'll raise another.
How long will this go for?
Think you're really righteous. Think you're pure and hot. Well, I know imagine the kids' faces.
They're all...
I'm the pious guy. The little omelets want to be like on my knees day and night, scoring points for the afterlife. So don't be vain and don't be whiny, or else, my brother, I might have to get medieval on your hiney. I can't hear your applause over Zoom, but I'm assuming that it's thunderous.
Yes.
Now, I'm going to take that audio clip and I'm going to put it over that same moment in the film.
And you need to put the backing track to Amish Paradise. Like a piano version. You should do a
Yeah,
piano
like
version.
a soft symphonic version of it.
Anyways, what do you have left for your notes? I'm curious.
So
Connery curious.
rides bike into the sky. Surprise Matt Damon.
Yeah, man. How I would love to be that cameraman that had to shoot Connery riding through the streets. Like, oh man, what a delight that must have been.
Punch in the Mission Impossible theme.
Yeah, it's fucking pedaling and shit.
So I will say on that note, we'll get to the score rating later, but one of the things that brought my rating for the score, the musical score, down, because I really, really liked this musical score, but that bike, both times that Sean Connery is riding his bike, the music is terrible.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway.
Goofy.
But yes, Connery riding his bike is very fun through the streets. And he's very nimble.
Yeah.
He's clearly in very good shape.
Yeah.
And then my final note is that when Jamal sits down and opens up the letter with that knife, also the knife he was going to take, Also, I think it's funny that his friend is like, "No, come on, let's go," and he like keeps kind of pushing him, like, "Come on, let's go!" Like, dude, your friend has a very sharp knife in his hand, unsheathed. Maybe let him go at his own pace.
Yeah, right. Jeez.
Anyway, so when he sits down to read that letter, I'm gonna take the audio from the end of Wind and the Lion. When Teddy Roosevelt is reading the letter from the Raizuli.
Brilliant.
The wind and the lion. I am the wind and you are the lion. Forgive all the noise outside. I don't know if you can hear it. It's quite noisy out there.
No
Must be a
worries.
game happening of some kind. So yeah, that's my last note.
All right.
Yeah, kind of out of stuff for notes on this film. I really like this film.
Yeah, let's get into our rating section, guys. You know, after our discussions, we have to get into our rating section.
Is there any more trivia that we want to cover?
Probably not. I also have 10 minutes left, so it's probably good to...
Okay. Yeah, let's wrap it up. Yeah.
So, guys, you know, at the end of our discussion, we like to rate the movie, the actor, but also if the SH is the sexy rating and the score of the musical score. So I think we'll start with the musical score. We just talked about it, Dylan, so let's get in on your score. What'd you think of the score?
All right, let me pull up my rating sheet here. Sorry. I'm going to give the score of the score a 9.
Ooh.
I really liked the score. The thing that was originally a 9.5, but then that bike music kicked in and I shaved off the 0.5. So, but yeah, I really like the jazz and hip hop mix that this score gets. Also, we did Family Business, Finding Forrester, Family Business, and Playing by Heart, all jazz scores in a row.
Yeah, it's all New York. That's the sound of New York, man. So yeah, I also enjoyed it. Good vibes in this score, so I think I'm also going to agree with you.
9?
Same score. Give me a 9 as well on there.
All right, average of 9. Here, I'll share the screen with you so you can see our ratings. All right, what are we getting into next? What kind of trouble are we getting into next?
I think next we'll do the SH.
All righty. What are you going to give that, friend?
So yeah, this is the year 2000 Connery. So this is end of his career Connery, you know, in so many ways. It's heavy. It is heavy in this. I think I'm going to shoot it with a 9 as well.
9. I'm going to go 9.5. It is very heavy, and I'm going to punch in the clip right here.
Jamal Wallace is a friend of yours?
Yes. Yes, he is. I helped him to find his own words by starting with some of mine. And in return, he promised never to say anything to anybody about me. A promise which he kept. Those words that I read today, I didn't write them. Jamal Wallace did.
So you can hear just how heavy the SH is.
That was the other reason why they cut the monologue in the middle, because you couldn't understand what he was saying.
Yeah, there was a lot of S's in that essay.
The essay.
The essay.
My essay.
You can't spell essay without esh.
Without S's and H's. There's no H, Mr. Connery. Of course there is. But yes.
Hey, I'm reading my essay over here. All right. So, move on to the sexy rating.
Sexy.
You want to go first?
The only sexy thing about this is like that noisy neighbor, like sort of Jamal that we cut to like twice of like her getting the shit fucked out of her, dude. Like you hear the fucking headboard banging
they're
against
having
the
some
wall.
crazy sex back there.
It's like Jesus, we're like fuck me, like Jesus Christ. That's the only like sexiness that you really gotta see. So maybe I'll give it a 1.5 for that, because there's nothing sexy about this movie. This is a inspiring film with no sex.
I'm gonna give it a 2.5 because I find Connery pretty attractive in this movie. Like he looks good in that leather jacket.
He looks cool. He looks.
Yeah, that's a good look for me. I like that leather jacket, turtleneck. black turtleneck look. So I'll give it a 2.5 for that.
Hell yeah.
Alrighty. Now on to the ratings that matter the most. Film rating and Sean rating. Which one are we doing first?
Film.
Okay. You want to go first? You want me to go first?
You go first.
Oof.
I feel like we might be on the same page for this. Maybe.
Do you want to say them at the same time?
Sure.
Okay. On 0. 3, 2, 1. 9.5.
5.
What'd you give it?
9.5.
9.5.
Yeah, wow. I didn't say 9 for some reason because I heard you say it. I just said 0.5.
All right. Oh, that's it. Wow, huh? Let's see what the average would be if we were to do that. Average of 5.
Shit. Yeah, dude, again, we kind of talked about this. I forgot if it was on record or not record, but like, this is a fucking inspiring movie. It makes me want to create shit, you know, and just like, you know, just again, that was a touching scene at the end. And yeah, this kind of gives you that like vibe of like, you know, if you apply yourself, the thing everyone always tells me, you know, or anybody who wants to be creative in their life, like you gotta apply yourself and you will get places. And yeah, super inspiring, man. And something we talk about sometimes here. Watching this again, absolutely would watch this again.
Oh, for sure, I would watch this again.
Really good.
Yeah, I really loved this film. I think the only thing keeping it from being a 10 was that montage of all the kids' faces.
Yeah, like the whole point of the fucking movie is like this piece of writing, and we don't
get to hear it.
Yeah, I'm gonna let us hear the writing. I'm like, come on, annoying.
Even the basketball scenes had me, like, especially that
like
very
that.
first basketball scene. I was like, oh shit. But
I honestly didn't even pay attention. I didn't even pay attention to the game. But when he was walking past the bus, I had to rewind because I didn't realize what happened. That he threw the game.
yeah,
So I had to go back. That's how like much I care about that section. I was like, I don't give a fuck about this, you know.
I didn't care about the game. I liked the practices better.
Oh yeah,
as,
sure.
as scenes.
Yeah, but the whole game itself, it's like, you know, couldn't get past that really cheap looking set. And yeah, just wasn't.
It didn't bother me.
Yeah,
So much so that I didn't even think about it till you said it.
Yeah, I was like, this was like a music video set. But so I, on the same page, 9.5 for this film.
I really enjoyed the opening montage, that rapper and just the shots of the city and the culture.
Yeah.
That was really nice. And amazing performances from everyone.
Absolutely.
I don't think there was a bad actor in the whole film. There was not one character or actor that brought me out of the mood of the film.
Yeah, same. Which is a great segue into a specific
Sean
actor, the Sean Connery rating.
You want to go first?
I think I'll go first.
Go first, bud.
All right. Dylan, how many 10s have I given out?
How many? Let's see.
All a 10. I think we've agreed with 10s.
All right.
For the most part?
For the most part. You gave him we both gave him a 10 on Playing by Heart and The Rock.
Yeah.
We both gave him a 10.1 on Last Crusade, just to bump him up. We both gave him a 10 in Memories of Me. I gave him a 10 in Outland. You gave him a 10 in Man Who Would Be King. We both gave him a 10 on Murder on the Orient Express. You gave him a 10 in Molly Maguire's. I gave him a 10 in Dr. No. And
I gave him a higher score in Molly Maguire's. I'm surprised.
Oh, he's so good in that.
I'm saying I'm surprised you didn't give him a 10 on that. I have to go back and listen to what your reasoning was for 7.5.
I think it's because I liked Richard Harris a little bit more.
Oh, okay.
And I gave him a 10 on both The Hill and Dr. No.
Okay. Dylan, I think we're going to put a new entry into the 10 Hall of Fame here.
Yeah.
I'm giving him a 10 in this. He's awesome in this. Super inspiring. Are you agreeing with me?
I'm agreeing with you. I just put it right in.
Oh, let's go. Yeah. I think it goes without saying he's fabulous in this movie. Very inspiring character. You're like not sure what's gonna, how it's gonna evolve. But yeah, just that classic. It's kind of like a little bit like Rising Sun, and not just comparing it because it's another black actor, but just like the young person and Connery, the wise man. It's that classic pairing.
You gave him a 9.5. I gave him a 9 in Rising Sun, so we both thought he was pretty good in that movie.
Yeah, we did. We thought he was great in that, but like, yeah, he goes a step beyond in Finding Forrester. I think this is really good because it's different too. Because it's not like this is not an action movie, man. This is just like it's all about words, man. You felt captivated and listened to everything he said, and I think that's what makes for a fabulous performance. And an inspired performance, and again, I'm so inspired after seeing it, to the point where after this, I'm going to record another podcast. It's I want to keep on making things, man. This is very good, and it's something. And again, for listeners out there who may or may not be watching these movies along with us, watch this one. Watch this one, because this is one to definitely get your juices flowing. And it feels really good. Do you have anything to add about your score?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's phenomenal in this. This was an absolutely incredible performance. So much range, and he legitimately made me cry during the Yankee Stadium scene.
Oh, that was
saying
touching.
What happened with his brother. I was bawling. I was crying. I was really crying. And he was a perfect choice in this. Bill Murray would have not worked.
I'm shocked.
I mean,
it
would have worked. It would have worked, but Connery is far more embraceable, and charming.
Maybe Bill Murray would have fit the Crawford role, maybe. I don't know. No. F. Murray Abraham was perfect as that. I don't think Bill Murray. I'm saying if
is
Bill
enough
Murray
of an
was
intellectual kind of role.
Yeah, but I'm saying if Bill Murray was to be involved, like, I don't see him in the Forrester role at all.
No,
it would not work.
Connery was just stellar in this, and I think. Yeah, he's clearly giving it all. He cares about this character. He cares about the impact that the character has, and he puts himself a lot into it. Now, looking at our timeline here, I don't think this will be the last time that we give Connery a 10. For example, I can foresee myself giving him a 10 in Hunt for Red October, and maybe even the Presidio. But we'll see. But looking at our timeline here, do you think this will be the last 10 in Connery's timeline? Do you think we're going to get 10s out of LXG, Sir Billy, or Ever to Excel? All full of E's.
The only way Sir Billy gets a 10 if it's a meme 10. Like just us memeing.
Yeah, it's like sort of the Valiant kind of.
Yeah, like sort of Valiant level 10s. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, so I haven't seen League in a long time, and I remember
I've never seen it.
I remember liking it, like when it first came out, and I was like, "Oh, this seems cool." But that's 2003. I was a young man, but I knew who Sean Connery was because I was like, my mom knew him because of the Bond thing. The person who got me into James Bond, and so I'm like, oh man, Connery's got a new movie out, and like I don't think I saw it in theaters. I think I saw it on TV. I think I was too young to go see it or something, but I remember thinking it was pretty cool. It was a pretty cool movie, and I haven't seen it as an adult, so I'm interested to see how I feel about that. Probably not going to be a 10. I'll probably be honest, but there's a chance it could be up there. But I think this might be our last 10 of the timeline. Probably,
yeah, but not our last 10 of the podcast.
Absolutely, yeah. There are some names here. I'm looking at the wheel right now. There are some definitely some possible 10s happening here.
Ooh. All right. Well, speaking of, let me just wrap up these ratings. Our average SH is a 9.25. It's pretty high up there. Our average sexy is a 2. It's not very sexy. Our average musical score, we liked it as a 9. It's pretty good. Our average film score, 9.5. We really like this movie. And our average Sean score is a 10. He's fucking great in this film.
Hell yeah.
And that brings us to our most anticipated time every week, our most exciting time.
The reason we do this podcast is
just to get this dopamine spin.
Just to get this dopamine hit as we go to wheelofnames.com to spin our giant wheel. Not so giant wheel. It's starting to get smaller, man.
Mario, we're at the halfway point.
We are at the halfway point. We have only how many? 38 films left?
So we have...
Yeah, entries at the top says 38, right?
Is it?
Yeah. So
oh, yeah, 38 films left. Look at
38.
That. And this is film number 37. So literally we're at the halfway point.
Oh, man.
Do you think that it's all downhill from here? Do you think this was the peak?
Downhill as in like all easy stuff?
No, as in like... Hello?
Is your cat tackling the walls again?
No, I think Nicole just left but didn't say goodbye, unless she's just loading up her car. Anyway, but I'm curious, do you think that we are not going to get another film? Do you think this will be the best film that we do? Like, I have this film is really good. No.
I think we have. I'm interested in Marnie. I'm interested in Highlander. I'm interested in.
Also, I don't know why I phrased it like that. It obviously isn't the best film we do. We've got some 10s in here of our own liking.
Yeah.
But I just mean in terms
of the 38 films, I think we'll have at least 4 10s.
Yeah, what are you predicting as 10s?
Red October.
Yeah.
Let's see. Red October, Highlander.
You think Highlander will be a 10?
I hear so many good things about Highlander. People go nuts about Highlander, so I'm curious. I'm kind of curious about it. And knowing me, I'm probably going to give him a 10 on one of the Bonds that are left.
Okay, I'm thinking The Offense will probably be high up there. But yeah, A Hunt for Red October has a good chance for a 10 from me.
Oh, and
Oh, you out? Drive safe. I will see you up there. I love you.
I love you too. Oh, you're talking to Cole. Sorry, I thought you were talking to me.
I love you too.
And Presidio, because we saw a hint of Presidio already. We saw a hint of what he looks like in Presidio, and so I'm like, I think that might be a good one as well.
I'm sorry. So Presidio and what was the other one you said?
So Presidio, October. So 4. I said 4 movies might make the 10 spot. Presidio.
Hunt for Red October.
Hunt for Red October. Highlander maybe, and a Bond maybe.
Okay.
So I said a chance of no more than 4, at least 2. You know, but yeah, we have some potential for some 10s. I think.
I saw a clip on YouTube the other day. The other day it was a Robot Chicken sketch. It was the Beatles in Yellow Submarine, but it's they come across a blue meanie submarine. Oh, it's the Blue October. Should we fire upon them? And it cut over to the Blue October. It's like, no, we're trying to defect. Anyway,
Nice.
So it was basically Hunt for Red October, but with Yellow Submarine.
Oh,
Anyway.
I love that. All right, man. Yeah. So I think with that being said, I think it's time to spin.
Oh, are we did we do what do we want to get and what don't we want to get?
Oh, don't want to get. I think same thing. Just don't want to get a documentary.
Okay. Yeah.
And I think I want to see. I want to see Darby O'Gill. That's my next one. Like before, it was Family Business. That's my next one. Is Darby O'Gill and the Little People. That's my next one I want to hit.
Okay. I really want Hunt for Red October, but it can wait.
That would be dope because we're in October.
That is true. Ooh.
So let's hope for Red October.
In the next 2 or 3, then I'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we could get Hunt for Red October and Marnie this month, so we get a horror film and an October-based
Hell yeah.
name. I could also go for Thunderball and Never Say Never Again.
Ooh.
And Highlander. I'm down for that too.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, same. I don't want a documentary. All right, so I think it's time now.
Let's do it.
Mario, is it your turn to spin? Is it my turn to spin?
I think it's your turn.
Yeah, did you spin Finding Forrester?
I don't remember. We gotta start marking that down so remember. But you have it open. I'll give it to you. I'll take it next week.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna shuffle then. Drive safe. All right. You tell me when.
When?
Okay. You ready, Mario?
I'm ready. Are you ready, audience? Yeah. All right. Well, with that being said, guys, it is time to spin the wheel of curiosity. Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
The first great train robbery.
The first great train robbery, starring Sean Connery and Donald Sutherland.
Ooh,
If I'm not mistaken, the first great train robbery, 1979.
Oh, this looks like...
Sean Connery, Donald Sutherland, and Leslie Ann Down.
Look at that poster. It looks like so much fun.
It does look like so much fun. Never have so few taken so much from so many.
Our first train movie in a while.
Yeah.
We're going back on a train.
Since,
we love train
what was our
movies
last train movie?
Orient Express, probably. Yeah. Orient Express mixed with, beginning of, which one?
5 Days, One Summer. Starts on a train.
Yeah.
From Russia with Love.
Yeah. From Russia with Love is probably our last, full train movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm excited, man. This is gonna be fun. Like a nice first great train robbery. I'm excited for this, man.
The first grade train robbery.
First grape. First grape.
We're a bunch of 7-year-olds, and we're gonna take over this train.
Yeah, right.
The first grade train robbery.
The first grade train robbery. But all right, man. Yeah. So guys, thank you for joining us here with Finding Forrester.
Let's tell people where we can watch that, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Where can we watch the
We've
first
been trying to
great
keep up with...
train robbery?
We used to be good with doing that.
Now they're harder to find. Some of them are harder to find. Finding Forrester is pretty easy to find.
All right. First great train robbery. You can, if for free, you can get it on Paramount Plus. You can get it on Tubi. You can get it on Pluto. And you can get it on Freevee.
Excellent.
Yeah. The Paramount Plus is without ads, but the rest are with ads.
Paramount Plus. I think I have Paramount Plus.
Your usual purchasing places all over the place.
Yeah,
So.
and of course, check your local library because that always comes in handy.
Also, Mario, look at the art for this. It's so beautiful.
Oh my God!
I
want that as a tattoo.
Right?
Connery with the cigar. That's sick, dude.
Look at it. Look at the color of his hair.
Yeah, he's got that
It's like a
full
leprechaun.
beard and shit. Oh my God! It's definitely a dye job. If that's what he looks like in the movie, they dyed the shit out of him.
And Sean Connery as Abraham Lincoln. I love how the logo is the shape of a train.
Yeah, like this is. Oh man, I'm so into this already, dude.
Yeah, I'm excited.
This might be an in-person one we have to watch together.
I think so.
Because train ones are exciting.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun.
Hell yeah, man.
All right, so Finding Forrester was a blast, dude.
Yeah,
This was a
man.
good
Thanks for joining us for Finding Forrester here on Connery Curious. Next week, Sean Connery will return in the first great train robbery. We can't wait to see it. We hope you guys watch along with us. But until then, we'll see you next week for Connery Curious. I've been Mario Lima.
And I've been Dylan Titus. And as always, folks,
stay curious.
Connery Curious.
You've been listening to Connery Curious, a Titus Compositions and Friggin' Nerds Media podcast. Follow us on social media for updates, memes, and clips. Find us on Twitter at CuriousPod007 and on Instagram at Connery Curious. You can also visit Titus Compositions at Titus Compositions to hear other podcasts and original music, watch music videos, or even pick up a great vinyl record. For more discussion and content about your favorite films, comics, games, and a network for all things nerdy, visit Friggin' Nerds Media on Twitter at Friggin' Nerds. You can rate, review, and share the podcast in-app, which helps us grow the show and reach the other curious Connerys out there. Thanks for spending time with us, and have a great day, but also, remember, stay curious. Yes, turtlenecks. Turtleneck.
Halloween Resurrection?
A type of ball sack.